ready for Rick's famous spaghetti!
I love Spaghetti Thursdays!
Oh my god, Rick, it's like it's better every time!
Hell yeah, you like that? That's some good spaghetti!
Grandpa Rick, I am skull emoji, but words.
Sauce? More sauce? Oh, we got the sauce!
Dad, you had a job interview, right?
Bombed it, but it's nothing a little bolognese won't cure.
Love Spaghetti Thursdays!
Oh my...
Spaghetti Thursdays? This food plus day of the week naming technique does not follow the...
Skip.
Grandpa Rick, I am skull emoji, but words.
Oh, is that how you'd prefer we did this summer? Well, I am. And most importantly, but words too.
Oh, shit.
No, why? Why? No, why is it always this with you? Of course it's a person!
Morty has every right to be mad, but he's also a dumbass for missing several red flags here. Firstly, he seems oblivious to the fact that Spaghetti Thursday starts with an open corpse in the garage that we can see is easy to stumble upon.
But this scene right here implies that he's never stumbled upon it before, so this scene is dumb.
Secondly, Rick clearly hasn't been using the kitchen. So where did he think the spaghetti making was happening?
Maybe he thought Rick was simply getting it from an alien restaurant thingy. There's no reason he would automatically assume it was from a dead body.
Thirdly, and most red flagishly, not questioning the fact that Rick decided to do something nice for the family.
Rick has been shown to do nice things before, so long as he's also benefiting from it. So this scene doesn't really track either.
On this planet, people that kill themselves turn into spaghetti.
Is a thing I have to try and be funny about without making it seem like I've missed the joke, subtext, or multi-layered metaphor.
Wait, you're actually trying to be funny in these videos? Like, you're putting effort in and still failing this badly? Damn, that's gotta be worth a few sins.
Calling the police.
Before you do that, just...
Oh, Rick, stop!
What? Where am I?
Super genius Rick does this.
That's the joke.
I just want to be honest about something. After Lawrence died, we, ate him.
We're supposed to believe Morty's doing this to clear his conscience, but if he has a conscience, how can he not see how unconscionable it is to say this shit at the poor man's funeral?
I love how TVSins just ignores characters' personalities when it allows them to force a dumb sin out of the episode. Morty clearly isn't smart enough to think about this beforehand, but you're expecting him to fully think it through for some reason.
So we were eating people.
Wait a second. Earlier Morty said,
I want their names or I'm telling Mom!
Rick held up his end of the bargain, so why the are we suddenly telling the whole family instead of moving on to something less weird, like a character called Mr. Poopy Butthole?
This scene implies that Rick agreed to tell the family off screen. How is this so difficult for you to understand?
Keep eating them!
We can't now.
Because of you! Sorry.
Morty, that was terrible parenting.
That fake-ass laugh.
You are invited to 41 Kepler B. You know it as Spaghetti Planet. You're not in trouble. We just want to talk.
Morty chooses to believe this random sentient spaceship and let it take him to 41 Kepler B. Just because the spaceship speaks the truth doesn't make it any less stupid that Morty goes along with all of this.
And Morty has been shown to be a stupid person countless times in the past, so why are you sinning him for staying in character?
Is this people or not people? I just need to know how much I should pretend to be upset.
I love it when Rick and Morty use their irreverent format to challenge the big topics in society. Topics like, do we really want to know where our food comes from? Wrapped up in a right to die metaphor, among others. It's good shit. 10 out of 10. What I don't love is using Jerry to say the quiet part out loud and stripping away all the nuance out of the metaphor for the benefit of the real world Jerrys in the back row. Don't pander to the Jerrys. They're not listening anyway.
It's not pandering to the Jerrys. It's making fun of the Jerrys. What are you talking about? This is very similar to the sin from their video about American Dad where they sinned a joke about Stan being homophobic. If the episode is making fun of homophobia, or in this case people who don't actually care about where their products come from, it's not a sin because they're condemning the homophobia, or in this case the Jerrys of the world.
I was a serial killer and cannibal, and now I get to kill myself and be food for you.
This company's building a fucking hologram into every can, and that is an expense they really didn't need to bother with. The only marketing most people need is the word
Skip.
None of this would have happened if you'd been honest about the spaghetti.
Regardless of when Rick told Morty where the spaghetti came from, Morty would still feel ethically obligated to fix Spaghetti Planet's problems by making 1,000 more problems for Rick to solve.
Yep. And the problem is what exactly? That a 14-year-old boy creates problems for people but refuses to admit it? Yeah, that's not a sin. That's being 14.
Okay, so we just need to figure out something else besides people to put in the cans, right?
Can't you just, and hear me out now because this might sound a little weird, can't you just use actual Earth spaghetti?
So you want them to start shipping spaghetti from Earth all the way to this planet for it then to be packaged and sold on this planet. Dude, that's not how capitalism works. That would cost way too much money, and be way too ethical.
I love you, Clone 5617B.
I guess all clone stories turn out the same way.
I mean, the island didn't really. They cloned Tyrone certainly didn't, and neither did Star Wars Attack of the Clones, as much as we wish it probably had.
Discount Jeremy makes 3 pop culture references that aren't sins of the episode cliché.
It's in horrible, unimaginable pain from the moment it's born.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no, Rick.
So, I didn't even bother to make it because I knew you'd take issue.
All right, stop the car. So Rick came up with an idea, abandoned it, gave the abandoned idea a sell. Also, he could show the abandoned idea to Morty so that he could tell him he abandoned the idea he knew he wouldn't approve of? I do not believe Rick had the time or will for this.
You're joking, right? Because this is exactly the type of thing Rick would do. You can't expect me to believe you've never watched this show before when you have videos about almost every episode.
It's more believable to me that Rick was able to clone the spaghetti-filled torsos than being able to set up a system that evenly distributes the spaghetti to the cans.
So you saying some brain-dead nonsense apparently counts as a sin of the episode? What?
What's the f***ing hold up? I've got an entire planet waiting on delivery.
When the spaghetti delivery ships left earlier, no one was out here trying to get to the planet. Where were all of you then?
Not here. Somewhere else. How does asking this question count as a sin of the episode?
Yep, we're skipping the whole emotional finale montage thing. Solid point was being made about would you still eat bacon if you were friends with the pig debate, but it's presented through this manufactured and emotionally manipulative life story that is several notches of up beyond what the inside-out critters in my brain can handle.
Discount Jeremy makes 2 pop culture references that aren't sins of the episode cliché.
This jersey just says sports ball.
That's the joke.
Everyone can be a winner, and peddling this idea leads to unrealistic expectations and pressures our kids to always be the best, when statistically that is not possible.
How does this equate to them peddling the idea that everyone can be a winner? It doesn't say anything about anyone else, only this dude. Also, are you suggesting that we shouldn't push kids to perform as well as they possibly can? I mean, no one is suggesting that we should ridicule kids for not winning or anything like that. All that's happening right now is the episode showing us that this guy won some competition at some point in time. That's it. Discount Jeremy is just projecting societal problems onto it.
Bon appetit.
More vomit. Again? After last episode? Doesn't even make sense this time. Tears, I understand, but why does it always have to be vomit?
Morty just watched the life story of a man whose innards were then presented to him as food. If he didn't vomit, that would be a legitimate sin.
Oh, this is good. What's in there?
Well, there's some apples and some cinnamon and my hair.
What?
My hair is in the pie, Brian. And now it's inside of you. Part of me is inside of you, Brian. Do you feel me, Brian?